Oswell Spencer was one of three founders of Umbrella Corporation. Born sometime in 1923 into an elite British family, he grew up in a family castle overlooking the British coastline. Coming from a very wealthy family, he had an exceptional education. Europe entered the Second World War during his childhood, and while nothing much is really known of Spencer during this time, we do know this helped shape his views of the world. Spencer was a university student training to be a physician by the 1950s. It is there he became close friends with Edward Ashford and James Marcus. While taking a solo hike in the Eastern European mountains, Spencer became lost in unfamiliar terrain. He eventually collapsed due to exhaustion. Spencer was rescued by Miranda, a priestess and biologist of a local village. This village worshipped the Black God. It is here Spencer became Miranda's protege and learned of the mold, which held the ability to mutate, replicate, and assimilate life forms. This experience inspired Spencer's evolutionary goals. Eventually, he chose to leave the village as him and Miranda had differing goals, but deeply valued his time there and kept in touch with Miranda. Spencer returned to the university, driven to achieve his goals. He believed the emerging field of virology was the key. In 1966, Spencer recalled a West African tribe whose rituals involved a magic flower, granting great power to those who were able to survive its poison. He shared this information with his inner circle, believing the virus would hold great promise in eugenics. It was decided they would travel to West Africa and search for this flower. In February of 1967, James Marcus and his protege, Brandon Bailey, returned with proof of the virus's existence. The Swiss university that Marcus worked for discovered his research of the virus and ended his government grants for his projects. Spencer took this as an opportunity to employ his charity, Spencer Foundation, to fund Marcus's research, under the condition that he operate within the Spencer Estates lab, thus avoiding contact with any scientist outside of his circle. It became apparent that the Spencer Foundation would be unable to fund the project entirely, so Spencer approached the group about considering establishing a pharmaceutical company in order to cover the rest of the financial means. The group agreed to this. Spencer wrote to his mentor, Miranda, telling her about the discovery of the progenitor virus. He also decided to use the symbol that connected the four houses in her village as his company logo. This is how the name Umbrella came to be. By the end of the year, work had concluded on a mansion Spencer had commissioned to be built in the Arklay Mountains. The mansion was built on top of limestone caverns Spencer intended to use for underground laboratories, which were ideal for hiding away from the public. Spencer chose a famous architect, George Trevor, who was known for surreal designs, to build his mansion. Upon completion, Spencer realized Trevor knew all the secrets of the mansion, including the existence of the underground labs. Spencer panicked. He made plans to dispose of Trevor. Spencer invited Trevor and his family to the mansion in November of 1967 to celebrate the completion of the mansion. This included his wife, Jessica, and 14-year-old daughter, Lisa. Spencer's plan was to use them as test subjects in the progenitor research. Alas, George had a busy workload, unable to attend on time, but urged Jessica and Lisa to go, as he would join them at the house later. Upon arrival, the two were dragged to the underground caverns to be used as human research subjects. Soon after infection, Jessica died, although Lisa survived with mutations. When George arrives, he is also captured, but eventually he escapes his room and falls to the fate of one of his own traps, resulting in death. Lisa was kept as a test subject until her demise in 1998. As Umbrella became more and more established, Spencer became more and more paranoid that his friends would compromise his projects. To once again secure more funding, Umbrella entered a secret agreement with the U.S. military to produce biological weaponry. They began projects to create mutant virus strains for military use. This became widely known as the T-Virus Project. And this is where I say the rest of that story is due for another time. If you've made it this far and enjoy this content, please give me a like or leave a comment to let me know what you'd like to hear next.